JX.
J-Way.
I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless.
I'm gone.
Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck.
Give me
Into
that.
the trends. CLE be the bench. Foreign winds when we slide. Right when the top down, bitch, you high. I'm high and I'm vibing, pumping Zai. My pride is OT providing. Trying to come up on a dial. Distro distributes the product. Make it pop like Crisco, nigga, who want a pride. Got back from Buckhead where they stack bread like a bunk bed. Woofing on the net, boy, gotta be a dust head.
Clown.
Don't get mad, get even. Shorty beat with them heathens. Call me JB Bickerstaff. Got some shooters in Cleveland.
Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers. I'm your host, June Foss. We got a halftime score. Are you concerned with the score?
No, not at all.
Hey, my wife, you know, she's in a different room and she's like, hey, I heard they're down. I heard they scored a couple touchdowns. I'm like, it's preseason. It's going to happen.
You got to look at who's playing.
Well, and that's a good point. That segues into my main thing is the entire offensive line is second stringers. Like, I haven't seen, the only person I was familiar with was Skipper on the offensive line at tackle. Of course, I was familiar with the running backs. Sudfield has I think he tore an ACL last year, so this is his first real action in a while. Foster's frozen, so I'm just going to take over for a second. But it's been one of those lineups where you don't expect much out of what you see, right? We did get a chance to see Rakestraw make a couple plays. I haven't seen Terrion Arnold at all. I saw Mingo make a couple plays. These are a couple of rookies. There's a couple linebackers that you usually wouldn't see out there that were out there today. I know Reeves Maben has played some spot duty, but he started tonight at one of the linebacker position, and there was another linebacker that I had never heard of or seen play, and he was starting. And so, and plus the weather conditions are bad as well. The Giants seem to have handled it a little bit better than the Lions. It's been affecting the way Sudfield has thrown, looks like, on a couple of throws. Sudfield needs to learn when to throw the ball away. I mean, he's taking too many sacks. And these are plays where he can just simply throw the ball away. It's not just he doesn't have a chance. It's not like the offensive line isn't giving him time. He has time to throw the ball away. And, you know, that's all you can ask for as far as the second unit offensive line is give you time to at least throw the ball away. I mean, of course, ideally you want to be able to have the time to throw, but you got to be able to have time to throw the ball away. And he just doesn't. He runs into a sack early in the game, and he gave up a sack early. So, maybe I think he's been sacked a couple times, but pretty sloppy game as far as the Lions are concerned. I tell you what, Eric Gray looks the part, though, for the Giants, that running back. I've been following Eric Gray since he was in high school. He was a Michigan recruit. He actually committed to Michigan, and he decommitted, and he went to a couple of schools after he went to Michigan. I think he went to Tennessee, and then he went to Oklahoma. And I'm not sure, I think he got drafted, but it was late. But when he was supposed to come here, he was like this lightning fast running back that could do it all. He was very, very highly recruited. And if you watch the first touchdown, once he breaks gets into the second unit, nobody's going to catch him. And so he's got a chance to he has a chance to make the roster and make some plays for the Giants. I know I'm talking about the Giants on Lions football, but that's all we have to talk about tonight. and I'm waiting for my co-host Foster to come back. He has some technical difficulties. However, I'm going to keep this thing rolling. The Lions are down 14-3. This first preseason game. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to the second half because I want to see Hendon Hooker. I've seen enough of Sudfield. No slight to him, but he just I don't know. He hasn't been able to do much tonight. They said leading up to today that he had a pretty good camp and he was having a better consistent camp than Hendon Hooker. Now, I will say this is if this is what they're seeing in practice, Hendon Hooker's not ready. I mean, I have to take it with a grain of salt and just hope that today is just an off day for Sudfield because they've been talking a lot about how good Sudfield has been during these practices and during the mini camp, during the fall camp. And tonight doesn't look like his best night. Boss, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I had to go off on a tangent because
Had to
you
hold it
disappeared,
down,
bro. I don't
man.
know. I tried to hold it down.
No, you did good. No, I was listening.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you heard what I had to say about Eric Gray, right?
Oh, did you say he was a transfer? So I was kind of in and out.
He
But yeah.
transferred a couple times. Like he was initially recruited. He was initially committed to Michigan, and then he decommitted and went to Tennessee. Spent a couple years there, decommitted, and then he went to Oklahoma. And he left Oklahoma. He got drafted, but he was this out of high school. He was this lightning fast running back who was going to be dynamic in college. He just never he never put up the numbers in college, but the ability was there. And as you see in that touchdown carry, once he got into the second wave, there was nobody going to catch him. So I think you're dragging.
Yeah, he turned who was that? Number 39, whoever that is. He turned him around completely.
Whew.
He took
He made him look bad. He made him look bad. Yeah, that was a bad effort by that D-back. I need to look up who 39 is. That was just he could have made the tackle, but he was just totally out of position. I can hear you now. Can you hear me, Foster?
I can hear you. Is it better now? I don't know.
I can hear you. You're just kind of lacking. You have anything else running?
Nah, I literally just my whole computer just rebooted. So
oh, you're good now. You're good now.
Okay. But yeah, I just think he took a bad angle. He came in too hot, and then, the dude had a full head of steam, so he made one cut
it was over. He cut and it was a wrap.
But you know what? I did see some things that I did like, despite the fact that we really didn't do anything in the first half. I mean, we couldn't have played too much worse. We had we lost 2 fumbles on the punt return. We didn't lose 2, but we fumbled twice on the punt return.
Alexander,
yeah. But we got a couple sacks though, didn't we? Like Broderick Martin had a half a sack, and the Lynn guy from William Mary had a sack. The undrafted guy Ukwu out of Ole Miss. Yeah, had a kind of blindside sack.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, who we drafted, I don't know when we drafted him, but he had an interception, right? Notre Dame guy. Or no, did we draft him, or was he
I don't know how he got here, but I just know him by name and number. Number 40.
Then Bates had a 53-yard kick.
Yeah. Well. So. Also early, Robinson made a good play at the nickel position, and you saw in that first drive, Enos Rekeshaw making a good third down tackle to prevent a first down, coming up from the corner spot, just playing aggressive, fighting through a block and getting to the receiver. So yeah.
But overall, what were you gonna say?
I said I seen a couple good things, so it wasn't just horrible play.
I mean, overall, it's that first game sloppiness. The weather isn't the best either, so
No.
that can't help.
Right. And there's no Terrion Arnold. He didn't play at all.
He did
He did?
early.
Okay. He might have
Just,
got a couple snaps in early, but I didn't see him at all.
I mean, what really has hurt us is our run defense more so than our pass defense. The pass defense has been solid, and then offensively, we haven't been able to run or pass. We've been we threw a pick, didn't we? Did Suffield throw a pick?
He threw a pick, fourth down. It
Got
was a fourth down play, and
4th and 1, couldn't get the yard. Yeah.
he just threw across his body and into traffic. It was 3 defenders in the area and one wide out, and you just threw it across your body and into traffic, and that's just a no.
But I second your sentiments on wanting to see Hendon Hooker. Hopefully they can protect him some, and he's not just being thrown out there. But
I brought that up though, Foster. I said, that for a second unit, I think Sudfeld has had time, and he's had time to at least throw the ball away. There was a couple of sacks he held on the ball too long.
Yeah.
Pressure is one thing.
Yeah.
But the sacks, there were some sacks he could have avoided.
And he could be trying to press things. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the very first sack, he was trying to run outside, and he could have thrown the ball away, and he got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It was just the lineman or the linebacker, whoever it was, just had a beat on him, and he just didn't throw it away. And he could have thrown it away.
Yeah.
Because he was just trying to escape. He was trying to escape, and it just wasn't happening. A couple of times where he could have thrown the ball away, and he took a sack. I know at least 2 other occasions where he took sacks. So,
yeah.
But I didn't recognize anybody on that offensive line except Skipper. That was it.
The one guy that forced the fumble on the one interception, he played last year a little bit because we were kind of banged up, but
good hustle play by him.
Great hustle play, yeah. But yeah, overall, there are not a lot of recognizable faces. It looks like that Vaki looks all right.
Vaki looks the part. Vaki was running the ball. He was toting the pill a little bit, and he hustled and got the fumble recovery. So it's like, he's out there hustling. And first thing, I have I'm guilty for judging someone by their 40 time. I'm like, Vaki ran like a 4.6, and it was like, but he looks faster on the field. Like that first toss sweep he got.
That's what
he hit the corner he got there pretty quick. And he got a couple of carries on that possession where he was running the ball pretty good.
Yeah.
And Jefferson was running the ball pretty good. He got a couple of they let the defensive line in there too much though when he got the ball, because he got popped in the backfield a couple of times. But I saw what I needed to see out of Jefferson. You're gonna get what you're gonna get out of Jefferson. You're gonna get what you got to get out of Craig Reynolds. So
it's gonna be tougher. Everybody can't make the team. You got to think with
one of them 3 is not gonna be there.
Yeah, between Reynolds, Jefferson, and Vaki. But I feel like Vaki.
I think Vaki's gonna be there. I think
just because he's young.
Out.
Yeah.
I think Jefferson's the man out. I think they love Craig Reynolds' hustle. They drafted Vaki for a reason, and Jefferson is the odd man out.
I mean, I think Reynolds had a few touchdowns. Did he have a touchdowns in the playoffs, or remember they gave him the ball?
I don't know if it was the playoffs, but he had quite a few good plays. They even mentioned it today during the game. The block in the Tampa Bay game that sprung on St. Brown. We talked about that block during the season. It was, and
that was one of the blocks. That was one of the plays of the year. Just overall, that was crazy.
He had a I think it was a 4th down conversion in a game where
Yeah.
you didn't expect for him to get the ball, but they
Right.
gave it to him, and he got the 1st down.
I think they said it was a mistake. I think St. Brown said it was a mistake. He wasn't supposed to be in or something like that.
He got it.
He definitely got it. He definitely got it and did what he
He
needed to do.
he got it, and it looked like a gutsy call to call on him, but like you said, it was a mistake. I would have kept that one. That one went to the grave for me. I'm like, yeah, we
No, but
trust
that's
the guy.
sometimes that makes it cool though. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those like, oh, it wasn't even really supposed to go. I mean, because you got to think you got Montgomery, you got Gibbs, you got two
I think one of
reliable
them was
backs.
hurt though. At that time.
Yeah, you would think that at least one was hurt because
Yeah, I think one of them was hurt at the time. I can't recall. I'm not sure. I just don't quote me on that.
You would think between the two of them because my God, I mean they took they shouldered a nice amount of the carries, but Reynolds did get some opportunities though.
Yeah, and I think I don't think Vaki's there to unseat Reynolds, but at the same time, Vaki's going to be kind of good.
How many running backs do you carry?
Typically 3, but that was when you carried 3 and a fullback. They don't keep many fullbacks, so now they're keeping 4 running backs and they're keeping 1 on the practice squad because stuff happens. So
Yeah.
I could see them keeping outside of Gibbs, outside of Montgomery, I can see them keeping Reynolds and Vaki. I see them keeping both. Usually, back in the day, was three running backs made your roster. That was it.
And because, well, actually, Craig Reynolds is one of our kick returners. So I think the fact that they both play special teams is going to help them both.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep Reynolds. Reynolds, he's made a mistake during the Frisco game, but hey, we forgive him.
What you talking about, Josh or Craig?
I mean, Craig, didn't he fumble?
No, that was Gibbs. Kickoff? Oh, the kick! Did he fumble a kickoff?
He fumbled a kickoff return.
Oh God, jeez! I've wiped that game. So both Reynolds made mistakes. I've wiped that game out of my mind for the most part.
Oh, I'll never forget it, Foster. It was turnover city in the second half, man.
So we lost a fumble. I mean, he lost the fumble.
He lost a fumble, I believe. Wow. Don't quote me on that though. I knew Craig Reynolds lost a fumble. I don't know what game it was. I might have the game confused, but I could have swore it was against Frisco.
May have been. I know Reynolds. I know I know Gibbs lost the fumble for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And we forgive him. That's Gibbs.
Yeah, we passed that.
He's made way too many plays for us to hold that against him.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone. I mean, it's in the past. He's still on the team. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I mean, if he was still on the team, I mean, even if he wasn't still on the team, we was on to hold him accountable. We do so.
Mm-hmm.
But he's done too many.
Beat him up in the locker room or something.
I mean, he's done too many great things to harp on it. I mean, we know what we got in Gibbs. Like,
your boy Tracy Walker just signed with the 49ers.
Yeah, he crossed over to the other side. That's equivalent.
His wife called Detroit boring and ghetto. I heard
that's equivalent to snitching in the hustle game. He went to Frisco. He crossed the street, man. You don't go.
Kind of, yeah. You go run with the ops after you can't beat them, join them type.
Yeah, deal. Man. That he Kevin Durant it.
I think we chose to not bring him back.
You think with all those D-backs we brought in, yeah, he was the odd man out with Iffy, the emergency.
Yeah. Iffy. Oh well, yeah, because he lost his spot. I mean, Iffy took his spot. So,
yeah.
And then when Deuce came back, yeah, he was kind of because he was cool. He was cool.
I mean, he did what he was serviceable. I know we want to go back and catch the second half, Foster. We're not going to hold you up. We just want to do a quick John. I mean, we know we weren't going to be able to get on after the game because, both of us work early mornings and stuff like that. You just want to give a quick recap. Lions were down 14-3. I'm pretty sure the second half has started. I'm going to see what Hendon Hooker looks like. I'll probably do a small segment on it over the weekend on what I've seen in, because I have to tape in the game. So if I miss any of it because of this, I'll go back and watch, and I'll give what I saw from Hendon Hooker. Foster, if you're available, we can jump on it. I know it's a big weekend for what we have going on outside of there. So, but anyway, thank y'all for checking us out. You can catch us, subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers. We are about 40 some odd subscribers away from 200. Please subscribe so we can get to that mark. And if you're listening to us via podcast aggregator, please download the episodes. Follow us. Those are places like Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Just type in Bleachers to Speakers, FFSN, in your search. Find us, download the episodes, make sure that notification bell, or make sure you're following us, whichever format is set up, and you can hear something. You can hear something from us whenever we drop. So we appreciate it. Foster, you got any more words before we go check out the second half?
Oh, let's put a touchdown on the board.
I mean, I predicted Hooker's going to throw 3, so yeah, it's going to happen.
I feel like I'm JX. J-Way. I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless. I'm gone. Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck. Give me that. To the trends. See you.